Hello. Most of you are probably not familiar with me, so today I'd like to share with you 10 things you didn't know about me. 1. I was born Samuel Park, but my parents always called me Minu, so at school that's what they called me, or something like that. Never quite Minu, usually Minu or Minwoo. I hated it when kids called me Mean Woo, or worse, Min Poo, too. In a miraculous series of victories at the 2002 World Cup, South Korea made it to the semifinals. I was 8 at the time. I never visited Korea before, but I remember cheering so hard. I don't know why, but I really wanted them to win. 3. When I was 9, one of the older girls on my swim team noticed that when my wet hair plastered my face and covered my eyes, I looked like the boy from The Grudge. She had just compared me to a small Japanese demon child. 4. I used to not like traditional Korean food. Rice and jjigae and kimchi again? Can't we order like Taco Bell? 5. When I was in the 4th grade, my friend Brian asked me why I had such fat calves. For some time afterwards, I only wore long pants because I was ashamed of my radish-shaped legs, my mudari. Wanted to have normal, slimmer ones. Wanted to hide the bottom half strength that my father passed on to me. 6. My father was 16 when he first immigrated to America. During lunch on the first day of high school, he picked up a sandwich in a clear cup, holding some kind of hard soup. See, he held it up to the light, and it wiggled translucent. My father had never seen Jell-O before. 7. Senior year of college, I'm in an elevator with my Chinese-American friend, Zach. When the elevator doors open to reveal 2 white women, as we step out and the women step in, the older woman looks at us and asks, "Are you guys twins?" And in the confusing heat of the moment, I don't know what to say, but I am an English major, so I put my wits together and retorted, "Why, because we're Asian?" And as the elevator doors closed shut, she looked at me and replied, "Yes." 8. It's 1 a.m. on a Friday night in Queens, New York City, and I'm performing in an open mic. I perform my piece, and the stand-up comic after me comes up and opens up his set with the joke, "Of all the things I expected to see tonight, I did not expect to see a Chinese poet." 9. People ask me, "So are you North Korean or are you South Korean?" To which I respond, "Neither. I'm West Korean." 10. On the first day of Korean school, my Korean teacher taught me the Korean word for milk, uyu, by telling me that the vowels u and u next to each other look like a cow's udder. To this day, that is how I remember the vowels u and u. 10. I still can't speak Korean fluently, much less read or write, but I've always been able to catch snippets of the Korean language from the white noise of a crowded mall, murmurs of Korean entering my ear canals, nestling into comfortable inundations at the base of my eardrums. They are whispers of home wherever I go. 9. If I were really a North Korean spy, do you think I'd tell you? 8. Mr. No-Name, struggling stand-up comic. There's nothing funny about ignorance. See, microaggressions are anything but micro. 7. I'm glad those elevator doors closed shut before I could say or do anything else, because if those doors were open for just a moment longer, I guarantee you, still wouldn't know what to do. 6. Jell-O. Neither liquid nor solid. Jell-O, ambiguously in between, like being Korean American. Jell-O, 2 cultures gelling in a strange dance I like to call the culturally confused wiggle. 5. I get my legs from my dad. It's genetics. When I joined the rowing team in high school, my muscular calves and my thunder thighs became a blessing. See, I would soon discover that in the sport of rowing, the bigger your legs, the faster you are. 4. I can't live without Korean food. 3. My swim team used to play games like sharks and minnows. One person would be the shark and the rest would be minnows. See, the shark would have to try to tag the other people to make them sharks too until only one minnow was left. The other kids sometimes called it sharks and minnows. I like that. 2, Koreans are nationalists. Ironically enough, Korean Americans, almost more so. I always root for Korean athletes on national televised events. See, it's true, I bleed red, white, and blue for American sand, but understand I also bleed red, white, and blue for my Korean motherland. 1, I was born Samuel Park, but my parents always called me Minu, so in the 8th grade I visited the local courthouse to legally change my name to Minu Samuel Park. I know many Korean Americans who've done the exact opposite, trading in their foreign-sounding name for one more familiar, but I love my name. Am I a heretic to love my heritage? Tell me, is it narcissism or romanticism that fuels this ethnic duality? See, my name is 2 parts Korean and 1 part English, but it is wholly proud of representing me.